Have you ever struggled to focus on drawing? You know that feeling when you have all the desire in the world to start drawing, but you just don't do this. And even if you start drawing, your attempts to be consistent always fail. How can we fix it? And is it even possible to stay consistent and progress faster than most artists? Is there some secret system that will boost your progress and get you addicted to drawing? Today, I'll reveal the most crucial principles how to stay productive as an artist. And also, you'll learn how to build your own art progress system that will make you focused and consistent in drawing. By the way, exactly this system helped me to get my first job as an artist. So, if you want to get the same results, follow every step of this tutorial. It's important. And if you have no idea how and what to practice, don't worry, I'll give you a fully structured study plan later in the video. Back when I was starting drawing, I made a strong decision to become an artist, and I've got my first job in 6 months. But it was so quick not because of a strong decision, but because I've decided to implement 2 new habits and made an art progress system. Okay, so what are these habits? The first one is focus boosting. See, in a day we have a productive phase and the chill phase. And let's say you just woke up and the first thing you do, you open TikTok, YouTube or any other social media. In that way, you gave your brain instant gratification for basically doing nothing. And suddenly, when you actually want to see it and start drawing, your brain sees it like a ton of work with no gratification in near future. So instead, it will take you back into other distractions. Wait, but does it mean you should become a total monk to become an artist? Actually, not at all. Everything I did is just moved all distractions to the actual chill phase in the evening. So I draw in the first part of the day, and the brain easily allows me to do this because this is much more fun than doing nothing at all. Though in the evening I allowed to do anything destructive. So what about the second habit? It's pretty similar to the previous one, but it relates not to what we consume digitally, but physically. Tell me, have you ever felt tired after eating something rich in sugar? That happens because after consuming sugars, your blood sugar levels will spike and then drop, which leads to fatigue and very unmotivated mood. To reduce this impact on your drawing sessions, we again not supposed to stop eating all the sweet stuff. We can continue doing it, but not in the drawing phase of a day. Instead, we'll move it to the chill phase. Now, we are equipped to do the most important thing – create our art progress board, which will greatly boost our skills. Today I'll be showing my art progress board with help of Milanote, which happens to be today's sponsor. Milanote gives me the super important structure that I need to stay organized and motivated. So how can we start building our own art progress system? The first thing we need is to set an intention. Imagine sailing without a final destination. You'll most likely get lost, but with a goal marked on your map, you'll have a clear direction, and it becomes almost impossible for you to get lost. Now, how can we apply this to our art goals? Let's start by creating our main card called Art Goals. By the way, you can start creating your own art progress system with me. Luckily, Milanote has dozens of theme templates, which helps dive into the process straight away. And link in the description lets you use Milanote for free and with no time limit. For Art Goals card, I like to use simple checklist, so we can mark our goals as an accomplished and see the progress. But here are the rules for our main art goals. Avoid overly ambitious goals like 1 million likes or a job at Riot in 1 week. Also, don't set tiny goals like 10 minutes of drawing, because your goal list should be focused and manageable. Let's set achievable goals. In our list, I've divided goals into 3 areas: art study, commissions and socials. But how can we progress in all of these important areas without feeling overwhelmed? See, we already have our main destination in the art goals card. But we also need to know the exact path to these goals. That's why we create a dedicated board for each type of goal. Art Study Board has a structured system, starting with simple topics and gradually increasing the difficulty. If you want to progress faster and get an actual structure for your studies, check out my free digital art workbook, the link in the description. Each topic here has a sub-boards for books, tutorials, references and most important, a progress board to track your improvement. I also like to create a mini plan for each topic. Now let's get back to the main board. For the commissions I have a very simple setup. Here are my concept art projects, and inside of each project I have all the needed information about the character, references and as always progress checklist to keep track of things. And in the socials board I have a simple planner when I release my artworks, tutorials and so on. It helps a lot to get new clients. The very important thing is to keep our motivation on the main board. So I put here illustrations by my favorite artists, and it's super easy to do with help of Milanote's web clipper. And here to the right I put the results of my own work to keep me motivated. It's all great, but how could we actually build a habit of drawing? Let's assume you have 4 free hours a day and you are able to draw 6 days a week. That means in 1 week you'll be able to draw 24 hours in total. So, for example, this week we want to work on our art study and the commission. And it's important to focus on one thing at once. That means the first 16 hours a week we dedicate to the first task and then move to the other. And it will be much easier to focus. To track our time, we can create a very simple tracker like this. And if we successfully finish our 4 hours in a day, we mark it with green color. If somehow we draw less, we type actual amount of hours and mark it red. No worries, we can catch up on this in the future. And don't forget to mark your chill days. Now here is how that works. We have our main goals and we can achieve them because we have the actual plans to reach them. And we can do these plans because we have motivation. Plus our actual week tasks and a very simple and non-distractive time tracker help us to do the little but very important steps to our art dream. You can easily build this art progress system with Milanote, which is available for free and with no time limit. Link in the description. If you keep practicing using art progress system for at least 30 days, you'll build a very strong habit and you will see a great improvement of your art skills. Progress and stay focused.